Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video where we are going to talk about the Glamlite and Friday the 13th collection. I have it all here. Well, actually I have everything but one item here, but I am going to do lips, cheeks, eyes. I'm going to do some swatches. I'm going to show you all of these things and we are going to see what we think about this. But I can already tell you just from looking at this that I think that this is going to be my favorite horror collection from Glamlite. This palette, I'm excited. So this collection is already live. I have all the things here. I got the PR box and let me just... Why are we failing? So this is what the box looks like and I think you will get this box if you order as well. And all the things are in here. Well, all the packaging is in here. Except one thing. Let me put this on the floor. I didn't get the candle. There is a candle in this collection as well, and I was just recently at the Glamlite Halloween party. I dressed up as Hella. I felt very fierce. A lot of people were asking me to recreate the look, and I might do that here on YouTube. Are you interested in that? Let me know. But anyways, I was at the Glamlite Halloween party. I was there with Heather, my bestie. We had the most amazing time and we were able to see this entire collection and I was able to smell the candle and it smells beautiful. So when it wasn't in the PR box, which there's not a problem with that, I was like, I put down the box, I went to the website because I was like, is it available as a single? And you know what it is. So I think I'm gonna buy the candle myself. It's cherry wood. And it smells really beautiful. It is sweet, but not too sweet. It's like a mix between feminine and masculine. And it comes in a really cute like red holder. So I think I'm gonna buy the candle. But the things that are in this collection are some lashes. These lashes look intense. I think I'm gonna trim these a bit and put them at the outer corner. You know I only do half lashes. I think you can see here, now that I don't have any eyeshadow on, that I have hooded eyes on the inside. Like this is my hood and I don't like full strip lashes with that because I feel like they get stuck in the hood. I know, it's weird. I don't want to talk about it. And then there is a highlighter. It has one of these that I keep forgetting what they're called. It's one of these. It moves. I keep forgetting. But it's a really cool one, but I will say the packaging is a little bulky. I don't know why this packaging is so bulky when the other ones have not been. But I mean, this is a little bit of a collector piece and the highlighter is like an iridescent blue. I love the imprint, the waviness, absolutely love it. So we are gonna be trying out and it is a mirror. Should we try with that first? Let me get a brush. Slay your makeup routine on this unlucky day with this iridescent shifting highlighter. Soft focus formula designed to highlight and smooth the appearance of the skin. I don't know if it's going to smooth the appearance of the skin. I think this is just Friday the 13th highlighter. Usually highlighters have a emphasizing thingamajig. I only have bronzer on today. I don't have any highlighter or blush on. It's definitely a glowy blue, purple, iridescent highlighter. I will say, I had to get a little closer. I will say, I don't think that this is as sparkly as some of their latest highlighters have been, which is a sparkly highlighter gives an intense effect and an intense like wet look. But I personally prefer something that is just sheeny. You can see it disappeared. That's really good. That is really good. I 1,000,000% approve. I like that. Can I also say I've never seen this movie? You know, I love movies. I love going to the movies, but jump scares make me angry. So I can't do jump scares whatsoever. So I've not seen this movie. And at the party, this like big character that they had people dressed up as the characters, and one of them was on stilts. And this guy, this is Jason, right? He came up and he leaned over me, and they're like, "Aren't you scared?" And I'm like, "I've never seen the movie. This is just a guy with a hockey mask to me." I don't have anything connected to it, but it was cool. The party was amazing. So this is the lip set. It comes in a duo. There's a lipstick and there's a lip liner. And per usual, Glamlite almost always does a darker lip liner with a lighter lipstick. And I think a lot of people like that. I don't. So I kind of hope that some of the lip sets that we get to see in the future will have, well, not that. Because I would like to have, I'm going to use it now for the sake of it. I think this like terracotta nude, it's gonna be perfect for me. I just wouldn't myself mix it with this like dark brownish red like lip liner. I know a lot of people love an ombre lip, but I really hope that in the future they will create some lip combos that are not that too. I will say this lip liner is not as creamy as the lip liner has been before from Glamlite, and I personally prefer a lip liner that's a little bit more on, I don't want to say the stiffer side, but a little half dry, because it makes you be able to be super precise with it and it doesn't bleed all over. The whole thing with the lip liner is for it to stick down so that whatever goes inside doesn't bleed out. So I kind of like that, but I can see some people saying they don't like it. If you like a super creamy lip liner, this one wasn't that, but I don't like that. So for me, this was nice. Let's put on the lipstick. I love this color. Oh my god. The combo though, not my journey. The combo is not my journey. It's not what I love, but this lipstick, okay. In the collection, there is also a brush set. This is the Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees brush set. So I'm actually going to keep this in the plastic and I'm going to give this to somebody else. If you didn't know, I have my own brand and we do brushes. Right now we're doing brushes. So I'm going to be using my own brushes. I feel like it's just such a shame for me to dig into something for the sake of a video when somebody else could get such good views out of this. And there's also a mirror in this collection. I think this is his mask, right? And there's a mirror on the other side. Oh, you can see the highlight there. Oh my god, look at that. That is really pretty. We'll say since the last collection, with the Ghostface collection, the quality of the mirrors has gone up. This is heavy duty. It feels nice. It's definitely a high quality mirror, the same as the Ghostface one. So I'm not a person that uses a lot of handheld mirrors, but I can't deny the quality of this one. It's really nice. And then of course, last but not least is the eyeshadow palette. It also has one of these that I forget the name of. It's Camp Crystal Lake. Again, I don't know the reference because I haven't seen the movie. I know makeup. That's what I know. This color story, it is moody, it is grungy, it is dark, but it's still colorful. Again, per usual, I would have wished for a lighter matte color as well. Something to blend with, something to put in my inner corners, something to create contrast. Glamlite doesn't really do lighter shades, but I will say the red, the blue, the green, and then the brown over here with the metallics, it looks really appealing. I really like this one over here. It's a New Blood. It is a red with some sparkles in it. I love that, and I could easily dive into that and be super happy with it, but I feel like I've done quite a lot of looks like that as of late, so I think I'm gonna play with these more like olivey greens. That's why I put this top on, and maybe a little bit of the blue. So blue and olivey green. Let's zoom in and let's do some eyeshadow. I am so excited. I think I forgot to tell you as well, I do have a code with Glamlite. My code is Angelica, and you can get 15% off when you're ordering from Glamlite. If you want to save some money, if you want to order something from them, not only this of course, but if there's anything else that you're interested in, I think I probably popped that up in the beginning as well, but let's dive in. I want to do an eye look, and I will say the highlighter is going to really match the blue and green that I'm hoping to do. Oh, I can use the highlighter as an inner corner highlight. I'm thinking this one in the inner part of the crease and on the lower lash line. And then I think like this one in the outer corner and masked just to blend it out. So I think I might actually start with this one. It's called Camp Counselor. Again, have not seen this movie, and I'm guessing the horror movie is at like summer camp? Or like, is it like a more like a campsite? Ooh, that is beautiful. I can't do the whole jump scare thing. It just makes me angry. Oh, it's not my journey, okay? It's not my journey. But I think I'm gonna go in, ooh, hello. I think I'm gonna go in and get myself the candle. I kind of want to get a nice candle, and I don't have any backups for this one that's burning over here. I like scents, and I like burning a candle, and this one is almost out, so I'm like, I kind of need a new one. So I think I'm gonna start with the darker of the blues. This one, it's called You're Doomed. I'm gonna start with that, and I'm gonna press that into the outer part of my lid and my outer corner. I have a good feeling about this. I haven't watched any videos on this collection. I know that Heather had a video up, and I know there are some people that always put up videos on Glamlite, but I haven't watched any myself because like I don't want to have my... Always when I know I'm reviewing something, I don't want to see anybody else's thoughts on it before I have formed my own thoughts. But I will say, like I said, the color story, I really enjoy it. I just wish there was a light shade, but I mean, what are you gonna do? But so far, the quality, it's really nice. It's kind of what I wish the subculture would be. I feel like this palette would mix so well with my Halloween palettes that I did with Oden's Eye. Because I wanted to do something that was like light and bright and like more Halloween candy and kids movies inspired, and like the decor that you put, I see people put up for Halloween. I wanted to do something more inspired by that, but I feel like these would work so well together. So I'm gonna go in with the shadow masked now, which is the lighter of the blue, and I'm just gonna see if I can put a little bit in between here. Yeah, I kind of wish I had something that was like even a lighter blue than this, but because you can see this is very, very pigmented, but it just makes like, you know, blending out the shade and just fading it out a little harder when you don't, or like when you have a skin tone that's as light as mine or even lighter, because like I'm using a light medium foundation, and when there's nothing light to blend out with and it's like super, super bright shades, it sometimes can be really hard to get like smooth edges. But I will blend out the blue one with the masked and just see if we can make this a little faded. I feel like it's blending out pretty good though. I'm gonna use that olivey green under my eyes, and I think there is a dark, like cool toned, almost tealy green, and I might use that in my outer corner. It's this one called J. Voorhees. I don't think that I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm gonna use that just in the outer part to just bridge between the green and the blue. Wow, this is pigmented. Holy bananas. But I think that looks... You know what? That looks pretty dope. So I really want to use this one that's called Axe. I'm guessing that's his weapon of choice. And I want to use this one, the dark blue, that's Camp Crystal Lake. So I think I'm going to start with the dark blue. Let me clean off my brush. But I am going to spray it because I want it to stick to the outer part of my lid. So spritz, spritz. And I'm putting that here. On the... Ooh, that is really pretty. On the outer part of the lid, but not all the way to the outer corner. I'm doing it in a little diagonal. So you can see there's a diagonal going on here. That is a very appealing color. And now with the color Axe, I'm gonna put that in the inner part and up towards. Again, a little diagonal, but not down here. I'm just going as like a diagonal strip on the upper part of the blue. It is a very smoky and a very sexy look. I don't think that anyone was expecting anything else but that, if we're gonna be honest. But again, now there's not really anything that's like lighter that I can put on top. I think this one, Jason Lives, is a silver, which is really cool, but I don't want to have a silver in my inner corner. But I'm kind of thinking maybe we can do a little bit of the... I'm not going to do this in my inner corner, but a little bit of the highlighter. Just where these meet. Look at that. Wow. Just in the middle of the eye where these meet. Wow, that is exactly what this look needed. Oh my gosh, is that exactly what was needed? I love it. So I put this liner from Too Faced on my waterline. It's like an olive green. This is the Killer liner in Killer Camo. Wow, what a name. What a name. And I did actually bring out the Sage Today by Colourpop, and I'm gonna be using this one. That is the Sips Tea. And I'm gonna use that in my inner corner. This is just something that I like. You could keep the look like this. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. I just know myself. I know what I like, I know what I want, and I'm just gonna add a little matte inner corner highlight for me. You could definitely just get the darkness to wrap around your inner corner, and that would create a super, super smoky look. I've done that a lot on my channel too. That is also super cool. Or you could use one of the shimmers in your inner corner, but I don't like a shimmer inner corner anymore, and also I don't know if any of those shimmers would be light enough on my skin tone as like an actual highlight. So I'm just gonna do this. You can also use like just your like under eye powder and just brighten up a bit if you want to, but since I have this in my collection, I thought why not. Let me put on the lashes. I think I'm gonna cut these a bit because of the hood that I have here that I told you about. I mean, you can see the hood. The hood. So these are red and very intense. They're red. Why did I not know that? Wow, that is so cool, Glamlite. I did not know that. But they are like so intense. Oh my gosh. That's a lot, but let me do my best. Let me do my best and see if I can get this to be not full on so caterpillary. This lash, I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. I just put on the half one. I cut it. But is that not the coolest thing you've ever seen? This might be my favorite part of this collection. Okay, so I will say one of the things that I wish with these lashes, of course, I wish that they were a little bit more tapered overall. I don't like a lash that's the same length all the way through. I always want a lash to like taper down a little bit, and I will say this one does not really do that, but like I can make it work. And of course the full strip lash, this is how much I cut off. It's too much. It is just way too much. And if it didn't have the red on the end, I probably would have saved the inner part instead, because that would make more sense for my eye shape. But of course I need the red part because like the red part is so cool. It's just so cool. But overall, I think per usual, Glamlite did a really good job with the quality of the products. I myself am not much into the horror genre, so I don't know if this is like fitting with anything or anything of all like that, but I know from the decor of the party that the Friday the 13th decor had like water, and this does look like waves with the blue water. And the highlighter, this is probably my favorite formula from Glamlite as of far. I wish the packaging wasn't as bulky, but the formula is really good. Really love this formula. The palette, the quality and the color scheme, I love it. Do I wish that there was one or two lighter shades to blend out with? Yes. Does that fit the horror genre? Maybe not. But so that's just like my personal preference. The lipstick is beautiful. I would not use it with this lip liner again, but Glamlite has a couple of like lighter browny beigey lip liners that I cannot wait to mix with this lipstick. Overall, I think everything is really beautiful, and I hope that we get to see something really fun as well for the next one, which is going to be Terror on Elm Street. I've actually been told by the brand what that collab is going to be, like what pieces are going to be in it, but I don't kiss and tell, so you're going to have to wait and see when that one releases. I think it might release either this Friday or maybe the beginning of next week, because like I've seen some pieces of the collection, I know what it's gonna look like, and I'm telling you right now, If it looks the way that they described it, that might be my favorite over this one. But so far, out of the Chucky, the Ghost Face, and the Friday the 13th, this palette has my favorite color story. I really do like it. So I hope you're having an amazing, amazing day. Please let me know your thoughts down below, and I will see you again tomorrow for my Sephora recommendations. I was actually going to post that today, but then this collection showed up, so here we are. Bye!